Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is another episode of While I Was Out. Guys, we ain't talking about nothing but Derrick on this episode of While I Was Out. Derrick Jaxn, the relationship guru, is in a bit of a pickle. He's in a bit of a pickle. He has been cheating on his wife, and multiple times that is. Not multiple times, multiple people, multiple times. He has cheated on her in the past, and now it's resurfaced. I don't know why it's resurfaced, but it is. And it's your turn to be in the hot seat, Derrick Jaxn. I have never been the girl to subscribe to anything he says, so I ain't surprised by none of this. It's like you couldn't see the videos and the type of content that he puts out. You couldn't see that and judge for yourself that he was the same type of man that he's out here trying to warn the women about. Like, you got all the answers, Derrick. All the answers. All the solutions. You know, he was a whole pick-me kind of nigga. Like, getting, tons and tons and tons of women just following and hanging on his every word. Yeah, that's right. These niggas ain't shit. That's right. What? Like, any man or woman sitting up on a platform and, you know, they just have all the answers as it relates to relationships and that sort of thing, and how a good man, how good of a man that he is, or how good of a woman that she is. Like, those kind of people, the pick-me's. Like, you should all automatically know that those people are probably guilty of the very thing that they are chastising other people for. You know, Derrick has this, he just loves to call out toxicity in everything else and in everybody else's situation and all of that. And y'all couldn't tell that it's because he was the same type of person? Like, why is anybody surprised or taken aback by any of this? And so I didn't even know the man was married. I did not know he was married. And come to find out he is, and been married a while. He and his wife, they done did a live. And in the live, they sitting up there holding hands. Well, excuse me, he holding her hand. He's like, you know, got her, you know, give me your hand. It was like one of those, give me your hand. We got to be a united front. So they holding hands. And they sitting up there in our faces with this bullshit. And he's making every excuse on the book. You know, I wasn't saved then. I didn't know God then. I didn't, you know, now I know God. Now I know him, and I would never cheat on my wife. I don't do those things anymore. She knows this. She was privy to this. Y'all are just now finding out about it, and, you know, now we have to, you know, get in front of it. I don't care whether she knew then or whether she just found out yesterday. The fact that you sit your ass up on this thing here and tear down other men for doing these same things that you are guilty of and have been guilty of, that's where our issues lie. You're a hypocrite. You are someone who cannot be trusted. Like, you don't even need no platform. Platform for what? Because you lying. You're a liar, a cheater. That's you. And I don't believe that this is something that has cut off. I don't want to hear that. I also don't appreciate his wife. And you know, whatever you got to say to convince yourself that you in a good situation, whatever, sis. But what you're not about to do is exclude Derrick, the person, out of it. You know, like all of this. Oh, it was a spirit. It's a spirit. So he was possessed? He was possessed by the sex demon? Girl, no, he just saw an opportunity to screw the next woman, and that's what he did. We're going to have to stop doing that. Oh, the devil made... No. We all have free will. And what that means is when you are met with temptation, you can choose which way to go. Nobody's going to make you go the right way, and nobody's going to make you go the wrong way. You choose for yourself. I don't get it. I don't get where I don't understand why people, use that excuse and really run with it. The whole, oh, it's just spiritual. It's all spiritual. Granted, there is truth to that. There is truth to that, because that's where we get the good angel, the bad angel. There's truth to that, So you being heavily influenced to do something, wrong, or step outside of your marriage or whatever, go slide into somebody's DMs. Yeah, that's a nudge by the enemy, but you still make the choice. And so Derrick made the choice to cheat on her plenty times with whomever, and now he's so saved, and now like it's just all is forgiven. He has put her through. And I'm not gonna drop her Instagram on here. Listen, but go find it for yourself. Go find that lady Instagram for yourself and just go look at some of her captions. She is a woman, a tormented soul. That's all I'm gonna say. A tormented soul. She self-loathes a lot. I'm under the impression that she is a closeted lesbian who hates herself, and hates what she likes. And I'm just going to leave that at that. Y'all go and do the rest of the research for yourself. Y'all go and skim and go through that lady's Instagram on your own and look at those captions, and then you'll understand why I said that. But Derrick, this situation ain't going to get better for him, because now women are coming to the forefront doing interviews with Sasha K. And Tasha knows she'll get the interview, won't she? She's the Wendy Williams of YouTube. I like Tasha. Tasha did an interview with one of the side pieces, another one of the side pieces, and they all just telling all. One of the side pieces is a surgeon, and I'm trying to figure out, girl, what? You a surgeon? All the men you could be with, Derrick is what you want. Derrick just, I don't. Aside from what he got to say, look at him, y'all. He ain't it. His arms are like too big. He's one of them people, and I feel like he don't. Well, I've never seen him from the waist down, so I don't even know if he participates in leg day. But I feel like he one of them niggas that forgets leg day. When they go into the gym, got them little legs, and then he just big and swole in the arms and shit, just looking crazy. But yeah, this one of these side pieces is a surgeon, and she, gave her account. They've been messing around and all of that. He's not, and Tasha asked, well, so is he really saved? Like, was he super saved when he was messing with you? Sis say, no, he ain't talk about the good Lord when we was around, when we was together. Of course not. He talking about that wop when he with you. And he only screwed her in his car. I'm just like, girl, it just goes to show you, people in these, it don't even matter about the profession. You would think a surgeon would have the wherewithal, to not be in a situation like this, but it really doesn't matter. If she don't have no self-worth, then this is a situation she can find herself in. I can't get over the fact that they screwing in the car. Like, you ain't even gonna take me to a hotel. You just in the car outside the hospital? Really? Okay, girl. She say he a sex addict. I believe it. Derrick is full of shit. And the fact that y'all was hanging on to his every word, that's laughable. And I'm pointing and laughing at all the bitches that was hanging on to his every word. Because y'all are stupid for that. That's dumb. Derrick ain't said nothing that, that nobody didn't know. Like, and that's really what got me. It's like, girl, you didn't know that. You didn't know not to just be letting any old body just drive your car and drop you off in your car. And he ain't got no job. Y'all knew that. He be talking about the Tyler Perry type of toxic man. That's the kind of man he always dragging. And that's the kind of man he is. I guess both he and his wife got a self-loathing type of situation, and so they kind of project it onto everybody else. Derrick also did a reaction video to his own live. Narcissist much? Why you doing a whole video in third person? Rehashing, and reacting to the things that you said. So basically what you're doing is saying it all over again. Just explaining it in third person. You are a narcissist. Something is wrong with you. You're sick. And you need therapy. That's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. I ain't spending a whole lot of time on Derrick because he ain't even... We knew. And if you didn't know, then you was asleep. And silly. Because how how can y'all hear anything that man says and think, he's right? Y'all know who next? Kevin Samuels next. He's next, and all the beta men that follow him are going to be left with disappointment because Kevin the same way. He the same way. And if that stung anybody, I ain't sorry. Because you should not listen. Stop listening to these people and hanging on these people every word for your life lessons. Listen, go read the Bible or something. Go get some revelation knowledge. Going and listening to Kevin Samuels cause of what? I'm sorry to just go into Kevin Samuels because we really supposed to be talking about Derrick right now, but they two and two for me. For me, they go hand in hand. As far as like the type of rhetoric that they, put out there. I would say that I can stomach Kevin a lot more than I can stomach Derrick. Kevin is rude in his delivery and his approach, but 9 times out of 10 what he is telling a woman is probably some shit she need to hear. But when it comes to Derrick, he ain't no guru. Ain't never been nobody's guru. Ain't never said nothing that was so enlightening that I needed to jot it down or go tell somebody or create a post about it or anything like that. Derrick Jaxn is getting exactly what he deserves. I don't think that, the people should drag his wife the way that they are. They dragging her fashions and, her choice and, clothing and that sort of thing. But she should have expected that too, sitting up there like she was sitting up there. Because, girl, you ain't think the people was going to drag you for what you had on. First of all, if you're going to sit up there with your husband and he's sitting up there talking about this, girl, you better come correct. She should have been beat. Don't give nobody any ammunition to come for you. Just sit up there perched and beat. No, she's sitting up there with her helmet. What she called her helmet of salvation. Oh, helmet of salvation. That's the name of the bonnet from here on out. It's the helmet of salvation. I'll be calling it no bonnet. And yes, I can wear it out the house. It's my helmet of salvation. Who these people here, y'all? This is a shit show, okay? And it is comical. I'm sure there's going to be more to come with this whole situation because it's just ongoing. Like, I didn't even know when I should come to y'all with this because I feel like every day something new, happens. Something new comes up as far as, Derrick Jaxn and his wife is concerned. Godspeed, Derrick Jaxn and your wife, Mrs. Jackson. I don't know what's going to happen with these people. I see book deal. I see book deal for them. This is definitely strategic, because they didn't have to address this at all, especially if it was in the past and it's something that she already knew about. They didn't have to address it at all. And I would have rather them do that than to be trying to get in front of it. And now y'all coming up with a live every other day, trying to explain yourself, and defend your actions. Why? Lady, you done lived with it this long without nobody knowing. You done lived in the shadows in the basement this long. You could have went on about your day, sis. Man, please. I wouldn't have even gotten on the live with him, honestly, because you ain't showed nobody who I was yet. And now you want to sit up here as a united front holding hands, and now you want the world to see who your wife is. Whereas before, couldn't nobody find his wife. Didn't nobody know he had a wife. He really ain't shit. He really ain't. I'm done. I'm done, guys. I done talked 15 minutes. And I can't do another 15. This is what I say. This is video number 5. I got them all done today, guys. And I still have to watch Pose. And because we definitely picking up Pose. I still have to watch Pose. And that's it. That's it for this week. That's it for this week. This right here is it for this week. Y'all will get Pose next week. And you know, the other ones. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.